Starfish have no brain, but each arm can make independent decisions without talking to the others. The animal that became starfish showed up about 480 million years ago. The oldest fossil they found looks like a cross between a starfish and a sea lily with lacy little arms. At some point, this creature just flipped upside down and started crawling around on the ocean floor with its mouth closer to where the food was, and nobody knows how or why that happened. The first actual starfish had only 2 arms, but it had all the modern features we recognize today. Over millions of years, the arms changed from 2 to 1, then 3, and eventually most of them settled on 5. Some species still have over 50 arms, but 5 became the standard for reasons scientists can only guess at. There are over 1,900 known species now, with thousands more that they suspect exist. You find them everywhere in the ocean, Arctic to tropical, shallow to deep. They've been incredibly successful for nearly 500 million years. Starfish don't have teeth. They push their stomach out through their mouth and onto their prey, digest the food on the outside of their body, then suck the liquefied meal back in. They literally just throw their stomach at their dinner, which is pretty wild when you think about it. They don't have blood either. Starfish use seawater as their vascular system, sucking it in through a small hole on top and using hydraulics to move hundreds of tube feet on their undersides. These feet taste and smell things, and they secrete glue that lets starfish walk on smooth surfaces like aquarium glass. But the weirdest part is they have no central brain, just a ring of nerves around the mouth with nerve linings running down each arm. Each arm responds to a stimulus independently. If one arm touches something hot, that arm moves away, but the rest of the starfish doesn't even react until the first arm starts pulling hard enough that the others feel it and decide to follow along. There's no communication between the legs, they all just act on their own. All starfish can regrow arms if you cut one off. Some species need a central part of the disc where the vital organs are, but some tropical species can regenerate an entire starfish from just a severed arm with no disc at all, as long as there's enough nutrients stored in that arm. It can take up to a year to regrow all the missing parts. Right now, sunflower starfish are dying off all around the world. A bacteria locks up the oxygen around them and basically suffocates them underwater. The warmer the water gets, the better the bacteria grows. Scientists estimate 5 billion of them have died, though tracking populations across thousands of miles of deep ocean is tough. The environmental impact matters because starfish hunt sea urchins, and if starfish aren't there to hunt them, the sea urchins eat all the kelp, and you end up with barren kelp fields. The response has been to breed starfish in labs and then release them back in the wild. The problem is the survivors out in the ocean are developing immunity to the bacteria. The lab specimens have no exposure to the immunity, or no exposure and no immunity, and releasing them just waters down the natural resistance that's developing. Kind of like if you sequestered a population during a disease outbreak and then release them back in after everyone else has started building an immunity. You're potentially making the die last longer instead of just a cycle running its course.